I serve as Executive Director of Community Success Initiative, and this is our monthly fourth Wednesday of the month roundtable that we bring together community around ex-offender resources. We started this outreach as some type of answer, if you will, to the growing problem of issues and obstacles that people are having once released from the prison system, and as a connection to that, to be able to even start work inside the prisons to help people prepare and transition out of the prison system into a positive and productive career and life beyond prison. We began this work out of my own experience, incarcerated 6 years, 5 years, 8 months behind some very unwise financial choices I made in the late 90s, and began to actually put together a personal growth and development workshop while I was incarcerated through some very serendipitous type of things. Sadly, have some help with them big words. I found out through, we have a background in personal growth coaching and entrepreneurship, helping people build home-based businesses. So, and out of that experience, I was able to take some of that experience inside the prison actually and begin to help people who were worse off than me. And I found out if you have a problem that you can't solve, if you help somebody else who have a worse problem than yours solve their problem, then out of that you'll find the answer to your own. So that's kind of what I began to do. Began to pour myself into a 56-year-old man who wanted to learn how to read and get his GED, and kind of one thing led to another and began to open doors for me that I could never have opened on my own. It led to helping the chaplain at Wake Correctional put together a leadership and personal growth workshop for a class that was already going on there, and that connected even to a bigger picture of being able to do Sunday night sessions from 6 to 8:30 at Wake Correctional for 3 years of the 6 years that I was incarcerated. And out of that, the relationships that bloomed out of that, and on the work release program with an organization called Good Work, we were able to connect and put together the prison piece. Good Work was an entrepreneurial, a nonprofit that helped people, low wealth, low income folk, start or strengthen their own business. And out of that experience working with Good Work, John Parker, who serves currently as executive director there, and I talked about expanding that piece into the prison system around entrepreneurship, at least part-time for people who want to start businesses because of issues that may be connected to their past. And out of that, and my desire for wanting to be a leadership, personal growth coach, which is what I've done for 18 years of my life and continue to do so as my wife and I began to rebuild our home-based business that we started in 1984. I knew that leadership and personal growth and development was not given what I call the importance that I thought it needed to be in the entrepreneurial setting. Okay, so what John Parker and I did, we did a hybrid type of workshop where we taught entrepreneurship to people who wanted to start or strengthen a small business, but at the same time we taught empowerment principles, personal growth and development concepts that went along with that, because we thought that just because a person had a great business idea and had a bad attitude, the product would still stay on the shelf. That's right. Okay? Every time. So what we did, we began to build the people that we were dealing with in business, and to use what we've used as a core set of our workshops called the 15 principles of how to get from where you are to where you want to be, and connect that now with our entrepreneurial class. Out of that emerged what is currently known as Community Success Initiative, which sponsors and kind of houses this project that we're talking about today, which emphasis is on empowerment and personal growth and development and helping people get from where they are to where they want to be. About 60% of the work that we currently do involve ex-offender men and women, and in the prison work, obviously because of the experiences that I've had incarcerated and beyond, we're able to connect to that population probably in a different way than most people could. And we understand when people can hear you from the experiences that they share with you, they hear you different than they would from people may not who have shared that experience. So we bring this table together every month as part of our support network, our support system, to bring people who are like-minded around ex-offender and in-prison issues and wanting to help in that area. We have grown to approximately 25 different organizations who we collaborate with now, who are around the table everywhere from the Department of Corrections all the way down to the private general contractor in the field. So, and everywhere in between, transition housing, substance abuse, counseling, one-on-one mentoring, and you name it. It's a very informal setting, and it's loose. We have usually some surprises that come out of this work every month. We've had people walk out with connections to jobs. We've also had agencies connected to each other who didn't know each other existed. So we like to think of this maybe as a 2- or 3-fold type of effort where not only are people connected to the issue of trying to help ex-offender men and women get on their feet, but they may be able to talk to each other for the first time, although they've lived in the same city for 20 years. Okay? So it becomes in the larger sense a community gathering as well as an ex-offender workshop or an ex-offender gathering. The heart of our meeting today and monthly is the introductions of the people who are at the table. Don't look for any long speeches from me or anything. Just want to have everybody else do the talking and introduce each other and find out what you're doing and who you are. Because of the size of the people in the room today, we have a growing table every month. We've got more people today probably than we've had in probably 3 months, and that's a good thing. I want to have that as a problem. But usually we go around the room and have people just share maybe who they are, what brought them to this table, and kind of what they like to offer in the way of kind of what they're bringing to the table. So, and as a facilitator, I'll take facilitated privilege and kind of cutting you off if you get long-winded. So don't worry about that. But no, we've got we've probably got 25 people in the room today. So, take 3 to 5 minutes, maybe 5 minutes at the most, to kind of share with you a little bit about what you do and who you are. And after that, we've got a person who's going to come and share with us a special effort that's going on in Wake County, and we'll go from there. So why don't we just maybe dive in right here? And for those of you who hadn't had anything to eat, please help yourself to the table. We've got food, sodas, drinks, coffee, donuts, all the healthy stuff is up there.